Meeting order. Please join us for the Custer County Board of Health. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2026. It is 1:02 p.m. Call this meeting order. Paul, would you lead us in the pledge?
Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Paul. Roll call. Present.
Board of Health Member Campbell.
Here.
Board of Health Member Wilkerson.
here.
Planning and Zoning Director Joanna Crawford. Here. And Public Health Director Sarah Burleson. Here. And Board of Health Secretary Caitlin Womack here.
Also, thank you.
Audience introduction.
Elliot Jackson, White Mountain Tribune.
Awesome. Welcome. Thank you. Anybody online? Okay. Any amendments to the agenda, gentlemen?
And from me.
No.
Okay, approval of minutes. There's a February 25th, a March 11th special meeting and a March 31st special meeting.
I move we approve February 25th, March 11th, special meeting and the March 31st special meeting.
All second.
Okay, any discussion about it?
Nope, good job.
Everything was
Who
reflected.
wrote those up?
Me.
Thank you, Caitlin. I'll call for the vote. Paul,
Aye.
Bill,
Yeah,
and Lucas, aye. All right, approval of the minutes passed. The sanitarian report.
You want me to do it from here or you want to go on that?
Do it for Jason.
have a chair in the hot seat.
The hot seat. At least there's no electrical wires to it.
At least it's not cold.
Okay. Not much going on this quarter. We had 24 septic inspections. We had 22 new septic permits issued. We're down 3 septic permits from this year, for this quarter last year. Our county onsite wastewater treatment system update, there's a correction and resubmission. We are needing to update the regulations that were voted on at our last meeting due to a portion that I left out and need to add back in. Then once that's approved or not approved, I will have to resubmit the approval or disapproval to the state. For inspection failures and resolutions, this past quarter, I had 4 systems that failed inspections. 2 of the system, it was due to the placement being too close to the well. 1 did not pass inspection because they didn't provide a 10-foot straight pipe from the tank. And the other system was placed across 2 property lines.
Where was it, 2 property line?
It was out on Paiute.
Is this the same installer?
For all 4 of them?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
3 different. Actually 2 are the same and then 2, so it's 3 different contractors.
Okay.
So when they asked for the permit on the one that crossed 2 lines. How, I'm just curious whether they were aware there was another property that close to their fence. Do you know? Makes you
No,
wonder why, or how they, if it's a case of the mapping that they're using to see the property lines, it may not have been accurate.
no, so they installed it, we inspected it, and then, of course, it's not our job to know where property boundary,
So
as
is
far
the
as,
septic
like,
field in it, or is it?
the septic field was in, the tank was in, and then the building contractor came out. Or the property owners came out and said, why is this here? This isn't my land.
What is this here, the whole system or just the?
The whole, well, maybe 5 foot of the leach field was on the right property and the rest.
Oh, that's, the tank included?
Yeah.
Holy Moses, so that means the house must be close to the line.
Well, the
They're
house
on.
wasn't built yet.
Oh.
Only the pad was.
Oh, but the
The
pad.
pad was excavated and then on the wrong. Property.
It was excavated, so there's something so there's 2 different contractors doing that.
No.
No.
it
Oh,
was
the
just-
excavation
it
was done
was-
by the thing.
Yeah,
Oh. Whatever you used was the wrong stuff, I mean.
So that's all been taken care of. They haven't reinstalled the new system yet, but I will be going out and inspecting the new system. I didn't recharge them a permit fee because they already permitted it. It just was put in the wrong place. So
So they're, what they dig it up,
they're gonna have, the tank will be good, but of course the leach field will probably be damaged.
the
So
tank's close enough to the house to.
the house isn't there. The field
I
is
mean,
just
but
there.
I understand. The tank will be as close to the house as it should be.
Everything will be installed properly, yeah.
Okay.
But they're gonna have to uproot everything, tank and leach field.
Oh, and,
Are they just gonna move it, or are they gonna build and redirect it?
no, they have to move it.
Everything has to be taken out and re-put in on the right
The
property.
concrete tank would
No, Polly,
be hard not to beat there.
we'll see. I'll inspect it.
I know you would. Be nice to find out. I got the wrong data though, if in the end, if we know he got.
I can ask them.
What he was using.
Yeah.
We don't have somebody else doing.
The two systems that were placed too close to the well, they had to remove the systems and then I went out and re-inspected and measured and did everything to make sure that it wasn't the 100 feet
Yeah.
that it needed to be. Compliance issues, we had one septic complaint that an RV was not hooked up to a septic. We had one that there was a complaint of a sewage smell. And then the other issue is the trash that's, that with the cease and desist and the attorney cleanup. So with the septic complaint, I went out there, me and Eric, and everything was good. The RV was hooked up to a septic system. There wasn't anything wrong with the leach field. There was no odors. The second one, Cheyenne and I went out, there was a sewage smell. The homeowner is going to be getting that pumped to see if that resolves the issue, the tank pumped. If it doesn't, then she'll call out a contractor to inspect the leach field and see if there's something going on with that. So, and then the other one we'll deal with later on the agenda.
So he's going to need help on.
Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sarah Bertelson, Public Health.
Do you have?
Issues?
Oh, thank you.
You have.
Right.
Okay. A lot's going on in the world of public health these days, so I will try to get through this efficiently. Okay, so first and foremost, measles is in Lake County and remains in Lake County. They're monitoring until about the end of the first part of June, so hopefully no future cases, but that is the closest we have seen other than Pueblo. So still out there. According to the CDC, as of May 21st, we have 1,952 confirmed measles cases that have been reported across the United States, varying in 40 jurisdictions. So we continue to offer the measles vaccine at free or no cost. So please come and see us. Another hot topic is the hantavirus, which comes from deer mice that are very prevalent to our area. 30% of these type of mice are infected with the virus, so that's pretty prevalent. The virus appears like flu-like symptoms 1 to 2 weeks after exposure, but can take up to 4 weeks to show symptoms, which is a very long incubation period. And this can be fatal. It has a 35% mortality rate, which is also fairly high. 2 deaths so far in Colorado this year. And so we're encouraging, if anybody is going to come in contact with mice dropping or mice urine, please wear the proper PPE and spray the affected area with a 1 to 10 ratio bleach water mixture. We have free PPE at CCPHA and can instruct you on how to use that. So please come see us for that.
Is this something that if you touch it, and then you put it to your mucous membranes, mouth, nose,
So
eyes, or is it something you breathe in?
So it's what happens is when you disturb the area of the affected droppings or urine, it becomes airborne and can enter through your mucous membrane. So we have goggles, we have N95 masks, and that's why it's important to spray prior to disturbing these piles, especially if you're in confined areas, open windows, open doors, keep that air flowing. And really, you know, hey, if you don't feel comfortable and the job is too big, there are professional contractors out there that you can provide, and they will have the proper equipment.
I have a question. Is there any visual differences between a deer mouse and a regular mouse? Is there a mouse or many mouses?
Yes, deer mouse are they're actually a cuter version of a
Yeah.
mouse. They have
They
yeah, totally. Like a jackalope, exactly. They have a little bit larger ears and they have like a two-tone coloring, and they are very prevalent here in Custer County. So anywhere more of a gray and white. Yeah, we could I should have that would have been good visual aid. That's okay, but yes, you can Google, because the house mouse is slightly larger. I believe the deer mouse is slightly smaller. So especially, there's higher risk if they're in like nesting areas. The deer mouse is, yeah. So we just want to be very cautious with dealing of rodents of any origin and their droppings. So, please, again, we have free PPE. Come see us at Custer County. So. And then, of course, the other really big prominent outbreak that is happening right now is the Ebola virus outbreak. So it's currently on the continent of Africa. It started in the Democratic Republic of Congo. 906 suspected cases, 105 confirmed cases, and it is rising. So they are trying to contain it, but it is starting to spread into other tribes and other republics. So to kind of be aware, the US has placed travel restrictions, so I would not recommend traveling to that continent at this time. Ebola, for those that don't know, there are the initial steps of the virus that are called the dry symptoms. So fever, fatigue, then they progress into the wet symptoms, which is what it's known for. So including diarrhea and vomiting, which can then lead to major organ damage and death through hemorrhagic components. So for those that don't know, hemorrhagic means to bleed. So hemorrhagic fever is what it's very famously known as.
I got a military blast on that. We're retrieving some of our troops that were there. Do we know where they're going when they hit America?
So they have different sites that will do like enhanced precautions and testing, and will observe them to make sure that if they were in a region of exposure, that they are monitored properly. So right now, no US cases.
That was like 200 or something. That if I recall, the number wasn't real large.
And it, like I said, it just keeps growing because it incubates for a little bit, and people in this region are very poverty stricken and they don't have the protective measures. And so it's not it's interesting. It's not really like contagious because it's in the fecal, urine, and blood route. So it's not like you're gonna cough and you're gonna get Ebola, but the contagious or the infectiousness. So it only takes just a little tiny bit of that exposure and you're infected. So that's a really interesting component to the Ebola that's different than other viruses. So it's not, again, not cough contagious, but you just get a little bit on you and you could be infected.
To expand.
Yeah, bodily fluids, exactly.
But I heard also from a federal point of view, if they're catching them at the airport, they're screening people coming in from they're gonna send them back to recover. You're not letting them.
Now, is that a swab that they would use?
Yes, and the other interesting thing is non-US citizens are travel banned too. So
They're banned, but then people that aren't are gonna be sent back to recover.
correct, like the American doctor who was sent to Germany for treatment and things like that, because our biocontainment unit, actually where I used to work at Nebraska Medicine, is being used for the hantavirus for the Andes strain. So that's pretty interesting. And I was actually there when the Ebola case from Texas came. I had a friend who worked the biocontainment unit. It's a very amazing resource, but there are several of those throughout the country, and they are kind of on standby in case things are going to develop. So exactly. So right now, again, Americans, we're at low risk at this time, but again, I would not recommend traveling to the continent of Africa. Stay, exactly.
Cancel your plan.
No surprise. So the other big prominent thing for our area is going to be tick and mosquito populations. They're predicted to be at very high levels due to the abnormally high winter temperatures. So these vectors can carry, various diseases that can severely impact your health: Lyme's disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, West Nile. So again, we encourage protection, which includes long-sleeved clothing and insect repellent before going outdoors and recreating. We will be providing additional education on these topics at CCKC Family Fun Day on the 6th of June. So come and see us. Got a whole display and a giant tick.
Do we have anything that shows proper removal of ticks?
Yes, we have that. I didn't want to give all the fun stuff away, but we have all that information at Public Health and we can give you step-by-step instructions. And that's what the big tick is for. I have a big tick and big tweezers, so we can teach you proper technique and, you know, encourage if you know, don't put like scented oils and stuff on prior to tick removal because it can make the tick regurgitate, all that fun stuff in detail. But I didn't want to give you all the good stuff, so because then my presentation would be very long. So, but yes, we can definitely give you instructions there. For our vaccine program, we're promoting Tdap, which is tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis vaccines with a free sports physical. So please sign up. We'll start these July 1st. So all Custer County resident kiddos can qualify. So please come see us for those. We are taking appointments now. So if you'd like to be an eager beaver and get it scheduled, we can get you on there.
Who are your volunteers helping?
So Amelioration Health, Ashley Milliquer. So she and Chloe, who used to work for EMS, is going to be helping us this year. So we have 100 available, which is, we hit all 100 last year. So hoping to do that again this year. So bring us your children. All right, and then for our emergency preparedness, I wrote this yesterday prior to the rain coming, so yay for rain, that is excellent. It will help, but we still need to be cognizant of the fire danger due to the low precipitation levels this year. We're encouraging the public to be prepared for potential evacuations during a fire with a go bag containing personal items, important paperwork, and medical items such as medications in case you needed to evacuate quickly. So then our substance use and abuse prevention grant and STEP grant, which is our tobacco prevention grant. We have made really big strides here. So we are working again with Amelioration Health to produce a holistic recovery assistance program. So an integrative person-centered wellness initiative. So the concept behind this is that those struggling with substance abuse and addiction issues can get other holistic supports such as proper nutrition plans, supplements through vitamins and minerals to help curb addiction cravings, along with other holistic integrations like yoga classes, Tai Chi, things of that nature. So we are providing these supportive services to those struggling here in Custer County to help encourage and strengthen their recovery process. So it's very cool. Not been done before. We're actually presenting to our Region 15 on the 16th, which is a Tuesday. So this will be very exciting. Then we are working with this other group. So you guys to look at. So this is Serenity Recovery Connection. So they provide in-person services now at CCPHA on Fridays. So this is one-on-one recovery coaching, support, things of that nature for those struggling. And then they are adding to this also on Fridays, starting June 12th at 6 p.m. at the library. They have a 3 separate programs all under the name of Springboard. So what these 3 separate programs break down to is friends and family, youth, peer, and professional development. So all of these supportive programs will help those, again, struggling with addiction. So it's very, very cool for us to finally get services here in Custer County. So yay. If you know anybody, all they have to do is look for this sign and the QR link will lead you to the resources to get signed up, or you can call us at Custer County and we will get you to Patrick, who will coordinate. So if you would rather the in-person, we can do that too. All right, and then we are also going to be taking substance use first aid. So we will become instructors at CCPHA, and then we will provide those trainings to the community. So that's very, very exciting. And then we'll move on to CPR and AED. So our next CPR class is on June 5th. The class is full. So yay. We will then be offering our next basic life support class or BLS class on 6/19 at 9 a.m. The following class will be for BLS recertification. So those are the ones that are recertifying that previous class are for those new to BLS. So those are a lot of your healthcare centered positions. Heart Saver is your community centered position. So just gets confusing. So that class will be on 7/16 at 10 a.m. And then the following community class, that's your Heart Saver class, will be offered in August, and we're still taking people, so August 8th. So mark on your calendars.
How many, excuse me, how many is full?
So 8 is full for one instructor. If we up it, then we can take up to 16, 17 with 2 instructors. So, yep. And we have seen consistent numbers by offering these monthly classes. I'm very impressed with our community effort to learn life-saving skills. And we do this at cost. We do not make a profit off of this. This is, a community initiative that we want to help in case of disaster, since we are such a healthcare desert. This helps our community be prepared for anything, so.
Right, and with EMS being anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes out, whether it's Wetmore or southeast region of, so.
Good thing, good. How do they find out about it?
So we advertise through many avenues. Actually, KLZR did a public health minute on our CPR classes, and we'll be doing some more of that down the way here when we get scheduled. So, and then we put flyers up and try to advertise through the library and things like that. And then we're working on our social media website page. We will get that, and once that's up and running, then we'll have another platform too. So. All right, and then please, if anybody is interested in any class, call us and we'll get you registered, so, and give you pricing details and things like that. All right, maternal child health. This will be another very busy weekend for that, because we are offering free birth and breastfeeding classes starting this Friday, and it will go all the way until Sunday. So myself and Brittany Burke will be hosting and be your guest educators and things like that. So it's really cool because we have blended her information and our information, and are giving gift bags away and raffling off a car seat. So to, kind of incentivize people to learn about safe childbirth. So it's very exciting. And then we also touch on things in the postpartum period too. Super exciting. And CCKC has helped us. We found grant funding to pay for it all, which is really wonderful. We have 4 families, 1 potential. So hopefully we'll get all 5. So it's very exciting. Then we are also restarting Mom Baby Cafe. So we have 2 opportunities. We will do the first Thursday at the library. That starts at 9 a.m. I and Brittany Burke host that one. And then she has taken it a step further. Every Friday in the park from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. You can bring your babies and go play at the park. So the Fridays are new, and she actually had 5 new families show up, which is great because it gives an opportunity for those like working parents and things to be a part of our community, having it on Fridays. So she will continue that as long as there is a demand for it. All right, and then last but not least, we are moving forward with our Impact Behavioral Health grant, which is federal dollars, totaling up to, they have not given us our award letter yet, but we are expecting funding potentially up to $85,000. Yeah, so this is in collaboration with CCKC as well to collect data to help expand our behavioral health resources for pregnant and postpartum moms. So very exciting, very needed. So very, very wonderful.
Do I have some of that to go down to Wetland?
You can, yeah, my gift to you.
Get together there and pick it up.
That would be fabulous.
So
Yes,
I'm gonna have a round, take one down. So.
I would very much appreciate that. Yes, because I would love to reach out down there a little bit more as well. And then we're going to move on to community outreach and events. So our partnership with KLZR has continued to bring us new avenues to educate about our core services through the Public Health Minutes. So thank you to them. I will hopefully be recording new segments here in the next couple of weeks. So we are to schedule that. So be on the listening ear. We are also collaborating with the Market/Food Hub project, and looking to schedule an open house for our local producers sometime in June. So we're really excited about that project and want to get it off its feet. I got to go tour the space last week and it's really cool. So very excited to be a part of that. We have restarted Thursday night soccer outside. We start at 6 p.m. It's for teens and adults at this time, on the fields located across from the park. So please come and play. We encourage everybody, even we've had tourists drop in too and play pickup games. So it's been pretty amazing. And then we'll go on to CCKC Family Fun Day, as I mentioned prior. It will be on the 6th from 10 to 2 at the park. We have educational handouts to help our families prepare for the summer and raffle prizes. So again, it's going to be centered around all things outdoor. And then our financial update is we're wrapping up our final, files for the county audit whenever that happens. And we are waiting. Some state contracts have not come in yet, but we have received at least 3. So we're going to continue to wait for the remaining. We have continued to restructure our staff. So we are currently at 3 full-time positions and 1 part-time position. Susie Silver is leaving us. She is going to be Cotopaxi's new school nurse full-time. So, which is really great for them, but she's going to stay on for us as contract. So she'll still be our lead on our CPR program. So she's doing us a solid there, which is wonderful. But that leads me to my question for the board. I am requesting a part-time EPR and environmental coordinator position to replace Susie, but at a lower cost. It does not have to be a nurse. So that will save money. So that is a question that I would like to ponder and let me know what the board sees fit there. The last question I have is for our health fair funding. So we have gone over as a staff, as a collective, to kind of see where this funding may go. Here is the balance of that funding currently. It is $2,403.61. We would like to propose to use it to support the senior fair in October because it is the closest thing to a community-wide health fair that we have. So I would like you guys to consider and let me know what your ruling is on that.
You were here last year, I believe.
Mhm.
Is it too small?
Yes, I think so. And the senior fair, they had 90 in attendance and we did over 20 flu vaccinations. So we reached community members. Yeah, and this, so that's where it's kind of, because the one here was the Wellness Council's fair, and I do think it was really small. It was a good attempt, but like I said, the senior fair was a little bit better attended. It had more space at Lang Hall. That is a large portion of our population, and so we'd like to buy flu and COVID test kits. That was a really popular service that we provided when we had the grant money to do so. Just things we could consider, trying to do the most good for the most people that we can. And we do a lot of children-centered things, or at least have, because we've had the grant money to do so. So we'd like to support our senior population as well, kind of even it out.
No, I think that money was donated, not through the county, but to those old health fairs, so it keeps it in keeping with the original intent of the donation, so.
That's what we thought too. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. And then finally, I created our summer newsletter, so I will let you take that down to Wetmore. And if anybody wants a copy, they will be up and about. So awesome. Thank you all.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. I just have one item for unfinished business. I need the new audience members' names, just your name.
Sure.
Yeah.
Zage.
Okay,
Stephanie Lewis.
all right, welcome.
Williams.
All nice to meet you. Welcome.
Well,
Do you have those kittens?
I don't want me to spell it wrong.
yeah, that is all.
Awesome. All right, new business. Revisions to outs regulations. Delaney, you're back up.
The lady of the.
Good to have you. You're back.
Let him start.
So we had voted on this before, but then an issue came up in the office. And I had realized that I had left a statement out of the regulations. And thank goodness the state hadn't approved you guys' approval yet, so we were still covered. We were still covered under the old outs regulations, so that covered us. So I did talk to Steve at the state, and he said, we'll just get it back in and then he'll approve it if you guys are okay with it. It is gonna be, you guys have your papers?
Mhm.
Okay.
The highlighted in green for
So,
us.
yep, so in for me, then.
Someone has a special red copy, so. When I copy them all, maybe you have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
So it's just gonna be the number 6 under licensing, where it says a licensed septic contractor. This 43.4, that's where you find it in the state
Okay.
outs regulations on site wastewater treatment. And then it says 1, septic contractor licensing requirements. No person shall install, engage in the installation of, or repair an outs unless he holds a valid septic contractor license. So this is just stating, I had left this out, so just an individual landowner can't go in and mess with their systems or install without a valid license.
The landowner can go and get his license and he's.
He
good.
can come into the office and take the test and be able to install his own. So that's what I had left out. Not intentionally, it was just an oversight, and so I needed to get that back in, so I have to come back to you guys for approval.
Okay.
Yeah, I move the, approve the correction as you presented it on section 6.
I'll second it.
Okay, any other discussion about it? I think it's. Yeah, thanks for catching that. and
One
getting that
question
back
on
in.
that, if the owner wants to do it himself, is there a cost savings there, or is it time and effort and everything? Is it more easier just to pay someone to do it?
So it just depends on how they feel about studying, this much paperwork. And, cause they're studying the state, onsite wastewater treatment system regulations as well as our county. And then it's 100-question test that they have to take. So it's just their own preference of
Most people
whether,
say, that's okay, I'll have someone do it.
correct, that's what they do.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wonder how many people run around there trying to do it.
No, not too many of them.
Okay.
3 or 4.
And just because they come in and take the test, they're coming in as a homeowner, they're not coming in as a contractor.
Right,
So they would not be on our list to install systems for other
right,
individuals.
that's theirs. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
I'll have the document for you to sign, at your BOCC meeting next week because Kelly has to sign it, so she's got to witness you guys.
Right, she's
so
not.
it won't be next week.
Okay.
Or when you have your next one,
Okay,
unless you guys want to stop in her office and sign it in front of her.
okay,
Okay.
all right. Any other comments? Public comment? Anybody online?
You don't put your own.
All right, I'll call for the vote. Bill,
Aye.
Votes on it.
Lucas, aye. All right, motion passed. All right, on to the Harvey outs variance.
Okay, so this is a request for a vault system to be installed. They need to due to the lot size and the insufficient place for the soil treatment area. The topography of the land will only allow them to have a vault system. And they also have utility lines running straight through their property. So,
Any issue?
no.
How big of a loan?
It's mandatory 1,500 gallons.
Do they require the three lids or can you just close that middle lid? Need to have
So they can close the middle lid,
and bury it.
correct,
You know,
right?
save the expense on a riser if you did.
Yeah.
But they are required to have the alarm system.
Otherwise, they're in trouble.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the Harvey outs variance for the vault system.
I'll second it.
Oh, it won't.
All right, any other discussion on this?
No, drawings on the back.
Okay, any public comment? All right, I'll call for the vote. Paul,
Alright.
Bill,
Aye,
Lucas, aye.
odd shaped lot.
What am I signing that for?
That's for the vault. No, it's not. Just sign it. Just sign it.
It's only eight.
All right, nuisance concerns, 3635 Gibbs Drive, non-compliant orders.
Okay, so this is regarding the special Board of Health meeting that we had regarding this property out on Gibbs. They were served paperwork to comply with cleaning the property. I did place the cease and desist order on the RV that is out there. There was some legal issues going on. The individual people, they were arrested and then they bonded out, so they are out, but they chose not to comply with cleaning up the property. So we only served the individuals that have been residing on the property, which is the woman that's on the deed to the property, and then the gentleman that has been living with her for over a year. So those are the ones that we served because they're the ones that made the mess.
Is that when when you served the most recent cease and desist?
Yes.
How many days?
It's been well over a month. They were served on 4/20.
Okay.
So, there is another individual that is on the deed. He has not, he lives in Buena Vista and he has not resided there in over a year and a half. The two individuals that have lived out there, they went out there and got what they wanted. I sent you guys pictures. The place is in worse condition. They went out there and there's more trash, it's awful. And I have went out there recently to investigate, but they're not willing to clean, so.
So what are the options? Would Dan, you talk to Dan?
I sent Dan over the stuff, but I was gonna present to you guys, so I don't know. We were waiting to see, them getting arrested and if they were gonna stay in jail or if they were gonna bond out or what the issue was, but I did talk to.
Bond down there, they probably don't have a trial date or
I don't know.
anything. And do they have the ability to clean it up if they are? What do we know?
Well, here's the issue. The woman that's on the deed sent a message to the ex who hasn't lived there in a year and a half and said, you can clean it up, your responsibility, even though they made the mess. But the issue is that now this is affecting all the adjacent landowners. The trash is blowing in their property and it's disgusting. And so I need to know what is the next step in this as far as the fact that it's affecting these adjacent landowners now.
What did we say in the original order that
We
we
gave
did?
15 days.
And then what were we going to do?
It didn't say, it just said 15 days.
think that comes to, in things that probably.
And I know that DHS contacted the other property owner, the male property owner, owner's lawyer and said, hey, heads up, you guys are past, it is past, and
That's compliant, yeah.
most likely if we do the cleanup, and I would say we hire a contractor to do that. This would be my suggestion.
Says we'll levy them.
Yeah, we will get a contractor, we'll clean it up and then we'll levy that against, we'll put a mechanical lien against
Yeah.
the.
Well, yeah, and they
Okay.
probably be worse than that. I think you could, it's a hazard. They could be served with a felony of some kind or a misdemeanor anyway.
So,
The problem is, I mean, we can keep charging them and keep charging them, but the trash isn't gonna clean itself.
No,
You know, so,
somebody, if we
Yeah.
have, if we have to pay for it, then like Lucas said,
Yeah,
that's.
we
Yeah.
need to put a list down.
they're not currently living there, are they?
no,
Okay.
No, it's just a section.
Oh, what's there physically now?
so the RV is still there, it's trashed, I mean, they destroyed it before they left.
No,
And the, you know, animals and stuff are getting in all the bag trash that was all over the property. Did you see the pictures that I had sent?
yeah.
Yeah, the
They're
birds.
building the real there, so.
Yeah, there's,
Okay, well, they're gonna have to serve with something, if it's something we're gonna have to figure out how to pay for it.
Yeah, I'll give Dan a call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suggestions
Next
are-
meeting, that's 2 weeks.
I'll just call a special meeting for Board of Health and,
Good idea,
and I'll just bring what we need to do for that, so.
okay,
but if we have a decision to spend the money, that would be the commissioners meeting then. So we could,
Yeah, I'll talk to Dan about that.
Just do a double,
Yeah.
do that.
We just have,
Yeah,
we
we'll
have
bring
that
this.
be.
If the board have to make a decision, then we just reconvene as a commissioner.
Board of Health, being the. And go back, yeah.
Okay. Got a plan?
Plan. Do that. Okay, additional items of business? Okay, public comment?
Just, to the extent that you're able, I mean, time is kind of the essence with the trash issue on Gibbs, basically, I mean, I feel like between myself and my neighbor, we've cleaned up a good portion of the loose trash already.
Okay.
It's.
That's blown onto your property.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
we do for the time here, we're trying to fix up our property, we're trying to, get ready for retirement. End up spending time, my husband and I spend time every single time we're here cleaning up the trash that's going on our property.
Okay.
And obviously, as you know, this is one of some. So whatever you can do to just
Get the trash
turn it
cleaned
up
up. Okay,
just a little bit.
okay, sounds good.
Thank you, appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Thank.
Anything online? Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Dan.
Phone movie. All right, meeting adjourned.